Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning. Good to have you here. Today we're going to do animal spirit messages, and just thought I would do the shuffle live with you guys. So while you guys decide whether you want group one pre-night, it's a good stone for healers or for people who feel that they are sensitive to other people's energy, especially in the capacity of being a helper. We have a seashell for group two, divine femininity, yoni, health, also messages from the divine mother. And then we have for pile three, honey calcite. It's similar to citrine in the sense that it is a solar plexus energy, and so boosting confidence and also bringing in nourishment. Okay, so that's group three. So I'll give you guys a minute to decide upon the one that you would like for your personal reading. And in the meantime, I'm going to read this overall energy. The lizard spirit. It's card number 38. Dream the world into being. Okay, this card reduces to a number 11, so it is an indicator that there is a certain invitation to exist in a way that in a way in which like already things are already as you wish they were. Okay, so a lizard, a lot of lizard or reptilian species can blend in, right, to their environment. And what this is telling me is saying that there's something here about showing up as if something already is, that it's in place, you've already actualized it, and this is how you're going to truly manifest it into your reality. So it's like if you want to, if you want to date a high quality partner, then you're going to place yourself in the environment where a high quality partner will be found. Or, you know, if there's certain characteristics that you're looking for in a work environment, you're going to go to work environments that present those very characteristics. You're not going to continue to go elsewhere. So that's a good general and overall message, is to really just show up as if what you want to manifest has already manifested, and watch the tools, watch the resources just continue to flow into you. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Right under that, listen, right under that was chameleon spirit, act as if. So yeah, totally the message that they were giving us. Thank you, spirit, for confirming that. Animal spirits be on it. All right. So let's get into it. If you chose group one, the pre-night, I'm pretty sure it's pre-night, then you got the pig spirit, use your mind wisely, okay? And the saying, you know, if pigs can fly, or when pigs can fly. So there's something here about your imagination itself, okay? Your power, I mean, and I do feel like that's the reason it's paired with the pre-night, is that one of your greatest powers is your ability to imagine things into being. Okay, it's very much in alignment with the overall message for the collective. This also being an 11, so it's an invitation into the unknown. I do feel like this animal spirit is telling you to play a little, imagine a little, get creative in your perspectives. Okay, so like instead of just thinking about the black and white, the money earned, the money spent, the bills that need to be paid, try to look from another perspective. Even if you have to make playful terms for something, in order to make it more light energy for yourself, then do that in order to trick the mind. Okay, so with use your mind wisely, I do get this energy of imagination and surrendering to that. Okay, let's get in here and see what the pig spirit really wants to share with us. Okay, so there are bubbles here, and bubbles are kind of like Merkaba, or a vehicle into other realms. Okay, so bubbles, you know, being lighter, being carried on the air. It's a liquid that's being carried on the air. So there is some sense of being able to intuitively sense or any an opportunity to peek into something. Okay, so it's, I guess right now it's going to be important for group one to really pay attention to the clues. Okay. Um, to the clues that are being shown. All right, so we got the Four of Cups, yeah, which would tell me that you are maybe missing or not. Maybe your mind is too bogged down with day-to-day things, with responsibilities, with even emotional balancing or whatever healing you might be doing at this time. You're missing something, some playfulness, something that's being shown to you in a very light manner because you're carrying this heavy energy or taking things so serious. And that's kind of how that Four of Cups feels. It's taking things a little too seriously so that you miss what's intended in the situation. Right. The Three of Cups. So an invitation to celebrate, to enjoy life, to have a fun, good time, to collaborate, okay? To go to a party, to brunch with the girls. You know, that's what this cup is that's being offered. It's invitations to events, invitations or inspirations to do certain things, to talk to certain people. And because there is a level of seriousness that's blanketing over your situation, you may not be picking up on the fact that play or this lighthearted energy is the remedy for you right now. Okay, let's get back to the pre-night. It's the healer's healing stone. Okay, so something is saying you're being invited into playful environments so that you can heal, so that you can balance. Okay, exactly. Come on, y'all saw these cards just fall out of it. Okay, so you literally have 4, 3, 2. So something is digressing. Your level of enjoyment is digressing. Okay, I'm not sure if this is work with a partnership, but all of these are cups. All the clarifying cards are cups. So that tells me that something is being diminished. Okay, something is being diminished or eclipsed by something else. All right. Yeah, emotions or preconceived notions, and even just literally, like I said, taking things too seriously. All right, y'all. um so yeah, that's the message that we got for group one. It seems like y'all need to decompress, really tap into the heart space, to the emotional, the mental emotional aspect of your being, and just ask what it has for you right now, because it does feel like this part of you needs to speak, the emotion element, the water element. So put your hands on your womb, have a glass of water, speak to the glass of water, and ask it to reveal to you what needs to be seen, or what is stealing your joy at this time. Okay. All right, group one, that is it. Group two, here, let's just move you over here. All right, group two with the seashell here. You know, I am picking up the energy of a yes. You know what I mean? So if you did have a question or a specific query, definitely a yes, meaning that there is an opportunity here for it. But did you see how I rolled it and then it rolled on the backside, which would have indicated a no in divination sessions? So there's something about like kind of like the way you roll it or just the dynamics of the circumstance that make it seem like a no. You might just need to do some shifting, you know, and rearranging of parts. Okay. So let's see what group two has here. Groundhog Spirit. Okay, so now it's clarifying the message for me that we were just talking about. So I had a yes, and then I got a no. So for here, it's saying time to let go. So it's clarifying for me that the message is actually there's something that was being built here with the 31 reducing to a 4. Something that you thought was going to be here for a while. Something that you thought was very sturdy and that it was supposed to go with you for a long time, basically. You know, this could be a skill set or something you learned, someone you met, a job that you worked. But either way, you thought that this was going to be a part of your life for a long time. Okay, the Groundhog Spirit is definitely telling you that you may need to detach from whatever imagined whatever place you thought that this was supposed to hold on to or stay in your life. You need to sit down with it and detach. Okay, work on saying, okay, well, if this isn't in my life for a long time, I'm okay with that. Okay, so there is something here about definitely releasing something that you thought was foundational, that you thought was going to be part of your life for the long haul. Okay. So it started as a yes, right? You saw it with all the potential, all the opportunity, and then it came out as a no, meaning that something just didn't align properly. Okay. All right, and it doesn't have to be a fault of anyone. Something just, like I said, didn't align properly. All right, so Groundhog Spirit, what are you saying to group 2? Five of Pentacles, yeah. And it does feel like you're going to go through a sense of loss or feel as if you are losing. I will say to be careful of victim energy at this time, because although you are grieving, and that's perfectly normal, fives are pivots, right? You know, a redirection of some sort, because they're not sitting, you know, sad and lonely. They're passing, this is a passing energy, right? They're walking past the Five of Pentacles, okay? So that energy of lack, that energy of being left out in the cold or feeling like it is going to pass, or currently is for you right now. So this could be a project. This could be also just kind of like lack mentality in general. You know, it's something that you have to kind of, it protected you for a long time, teaching you budgeting, teaching you financial maturity, also health wise. There are certain things that you did for yourself to boost yourself. Okay, so if you do have a body type that's not considered the ideal body type, you may have gone through radical acceptance type of rituals with yourself, you know, testing your comfortability with certain clothes and things like that. And now that you have gained that sense of confidence, Spirit is saying that it is time to let go of the fight for acceptance, or the need to show radical self-love in that way, and shift the focus to how do I create now a happier, healthier me, right? Rather than accepting them, you know, now that I've learned to accept me. Okay, do you guys understand what I'm saying? So the acceptance part is part of it, but that doesn't mean that you don't seek to change these aspects. Okay, so accepting the situation has passed, and now you're finding a way to move past whatever that is. Okay, so now you have a new goal. Your goal was to accept yourself. Now your goal is to make certain changes within yourself to elevate you to a place where you really want to be. Exactly, with the King of Pentacles, right? That's elevation to that new level, that next level. Okay, I do feel like that you are committed. You are committed, and these are showing up as pentacles here. So it's telling me that definitely something about body and something about money, but this could also be tied to a father energy or a boss energy in your environment. Someone who does have some type of authority over you when it comes to work, family, monies, health. Okay, so this could also be a physician. All right, so um, there is an energy here of kind of like whatever shift is taking place. It's not a discarding of what you just came through. It's the next step. Okay, the next step that's needed to elevate you. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Okay, yes, I get this. All right, so with the Eight of Swords here, I do feel like it's time to test your limits. Okay, so for some of you, there's definitely a comfort zone that you're being told to let go of, and something is bringing you to a place where you need a challenge. Okay, you need a challenge. You need to feel like you don't have, like, only thing that is going to help is you in spirit, right? So there's something here about that as well. Okay. Yeah, with the Groundhog Spirit, he's shown here like kind of like kissing or nibbling on the little heart, whatever. So I do feel like there is a sense of nurturing and healing in the heart space as this is let go, or as you move into this next phase. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the last message that the Groundhog Spirit is telling is that there is a need for you to let go of any ideals that can't be proven at this moment. So for you, clinging on to anything that can't be proven for you is not going to be healthy for you. It's not going to be as progressive as you think. So there's a thin line between having faith in something and also kind of like delusionary attachment to something. Okay, so that's the last message for group 2. Thank you, Groundhog Spirits. And lastly, group 3 with the honey calcite. Okay, so I do feel this like infusion energy here, like being infused or injected, some type of happiness or joy, or there's a new flavor being infused into something right now. This could be a creative project. This could also be someone's sex life. There's some new energy that's coming into it, and it's being put into you from an outside source. So like. Um, if it's a kind of like a relationship and intimacy things, then there's something that one or both of the partners watched or listened to, or a book they read, and now they are infusing that energy or that knowledge into the relationship, okay, to bring about more passion, more joy, more creativity, more confidence, because it does feel like some of you, if you pick group three, could be needing more confidence in whatever it is that you are building. And I'm picking up a big relationship energy here. So um, it does feel as if, whether it's a relationship with yourself or someone else, it does feel as if there is an energy of kind of trying to boost your faith, boost your sense of hope in the circle, in the situation. So hello guys, hello, thank you for coming here. All right, so we have, oh my God, the Squirrel Spirit. Okay, so if y'all was here at the beginning, y'all saw me shuffle these cards. Y'all saw me, no, I didn't look at none of these cards, but Spirit be really on it, okay? So we got the Squirrel Spirit here. It says, believe in yourself, okay? Okay, so yeah, I think there's definitely a need for affirmation. That would be definitely an energy boosting modality right now, something that you can really employ to amp up the energy of a situation. I also pick up this energy of kind of like more rewards actually flowing in right now, and it's saying that be careful as you're harvesting your rewards. Make sure that you're treating it with care, or you're harvesting in a what is the word I'm trying to sustainable way. So as you're reaping these benefits, make sure that you're making this sustainable. So if you need to save, because acorns would be indicative of saving, okay? So if you need to save to create a sense of security around you, then please do that. Your ability to save is something you may not have confidence in. Your ability to build up reserves in life, whether that's in your own personal energy, whether you've never felt like you were overflowing with love, or you never felt like you had an abundance of money, you never felt like you had an abundance of support. Right now, this is what's flowing into the situation right now, okay? And it's just telling me too that there's a dew bead, right? There's a bead of dew just sitting on this acorn. So I do feel like there is a blessing on whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you do succeed in storing away, it's going to be multiplied. There's a blessing on your efforts when it comes to creating more peace of mind for yourself, okay? So I tell people sometimes that budgeting and savings plans are actually self-care, okay? A lot of people think about it as in you're taking money away from your current pot so that you can enjoy the current moment. But when you do put aside money and save for the future, you actually release, you surrender the anxiety about what if. You add a layer of protection, a layer of, foundation, so that you can enjoy life more. you know I don't know about y'all, but like I can enjoy life with just a little money. But when I know I have a little bit set aside, it's like I can enjoy it even more, knowing that if something does happen, that I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? So that is something that's here for you guys. Under the Taurus energy, there is going to be a lot of energy coming up about people spending anyway, about how you manage money in general, your resources, your beauty, how you wield any type of material power, okay? Beauty, money, sex, work ethic, how do you wield those things that grant you material power, okay? What do you use them for? Okay. It makes me think of the episode of Atlanta I was watching last night, and Paperboy, he was trying to get the other social media activists, the other black social media activists, to get on board with giving back to the community and actually building up the community. All of them were using their platform or who they were in the community to add to their own lives personally. And Paperboy was trying to do the opposite, right? He was trying to start a campaign where the people were actually seeing the monies that were being donated and the resources that were being made available. Okay, so this is perfect. It sounds like somebody in this group is going to be inside some type of position where you have a responsibility to allocate funds, allocate energy, allocate resources, um, and basically bring order to a situation. And it's necessary that you have the faith that you can do it. Okay. I'm also picking up squirrel. So right now is also a time to stay focused. Whatever you need to kind of like minimize distractions in your life right now, you definitely should be doing that. Um, and I also am getting a final message, it sounds like, of making sure that you're not just busying yourself in this time. Because right now I get this energy of people putting energy or effort into things that are actually the distractions. Okay, so it's basically you avoiding what you know you really want to do or really should do in this time, but you're just busying yourself with whatever you typically do: work, family, you're just normal everyday stuff. Okay, so yeah, um, that's that. Okay, let's see what the tarot wants to add to this message. Okay, you definitely, okay. What you want to do? Squirrel Spirit, what do you want to tell group 3? Okay, we got the King of Cups, 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Okay, yeah. So definitely a sense of believing in self, like we saw here. With the King of Cups, I do feel like this is, the King of Cups has that maturity of being able to work through certain emotional illusions, okay? Illusions of the mind that tug at us. I also feel like the King of Cups is a sense of mastery over your intuitive faculties. Okay, so if there is something, if you're scared of not knowing what the next step is, or if you're scared of not being able to show up in the way that you're being called to, it's saying to trust yourself, because you're equipped for this. Okay, with the 9 of Cups, I do feel like there is a sense of kind of like not necessarily gratitude, accomplishment. There's a sense of accomplishment that is meant to be yours in this situation. So don't forfeit that. You know what I mean? Don't forfeit that sense of accomplishment by succumbing to doubt or fear or uncertainty or inconsistency, all those different things that kind of tend to separate us from what we are supposed to be doing and what we're supposed to be having. We do have the eight of Cups here as well. So we got the 9 of Cups and the 8 of Cups coming after. So for me, that is a sense of kind of like forfeiting something. Even though you've had the vision, you could tend or have the temptation to forfeit it. Okay. Yeah, some of you're being pulled in multiple directions to see what it is that something deep inside of you is trying to pull you away from something, but it's literally kind of like an ego game right now. Yeah, super ego is coming up. It was a recent conversation that I was having about the super ego, and it's job to try to keep us as close to perfect in this life, which can be a pitfall. Okay, so there's something about perfectionism here as well. How many projects have you thrown away just because you weren't able to just be proud of the work that was done, instead of kind of constantly rating it or assessing it from a perfectionist view? All right, yeah, that was good. That was good. Okay, Spirit, how do you want to close the message? Spirit wants me to pull you guys a closing card and read it from the book, so that's what I'm going to do. I just want to take this time to thank the animal spirits for the messages that they delivered today. Thank you for your continued guidance. Thank you for the gift of communion with you on a regular basis. Thank you for giving us the indication to slow down so that we can hear from the animal spirits today. All right, so the closing message is Elephant Spirit, learn from the past, number 25, which is a 7. So this does speak about spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge that is being integrated, okay? Let's see. They told me to read it from the book, so that's what I'm going to do. Although we often wish we could leave the past behind, Elephant Spirit reminds us that memory matters. We must respect the wisdom of the elders who hand down to us traditions that they have shaped to express our connection to each other and respect the community. What has come before informs what we are experiencing today, and we must never forget our legacy of strength and dignity. Elephant Spirit appears with the message that we are to acknowledge that which came before and learn from it. All of us are memory based creatures, and we must revisit the past to understand where we are and where we are going. The stories of events you experienced, the stories in our collective memory, and the stories of relationships you have had can can be told many ways. What story will you tell? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to make it one that stirs in you a sense of power and dignity, for you have honored yourself by choosing to learn from your past. Spirit rejoices at your willingness to learn and grow. Are you feeling uncomfortable with a tradition, custom, or familiar behavior that no longer fits who you are? Do you wish the past could be erased so it could no longer cause a moment's pain? Elephant Spirit is here to encourage you to write a different story and alter the traditions in ways that acknowledge that we all evolve, for transformation is our nature. Elephant Spirit calls you to not be selective in your memory, because ignoring the good or the bad will prevent you from growing your wisdom and strength. Build on the best of the past, learn from the worst, and walk into the future with dignity, accompanied by Elephant Spirit who remembers the truth and honors your strength and wisdom. All right, thank you. Peace.